Hi y'all, this is Brian from NOLA Aikido. I'm going to share with you now some stretches that we like to do in the dojo that are good for both Aikido preparation and just in general to keep our bodies more open, relaxed, flexible, and balanced. For this first stretch, we're going to widen our stance. So it looks like this. Our legs pretty wide apart. We're going to come forward and then we're going to walk out on our hands until our forearms are down. You can do this outside on grass as well as inside on carpet or on hardwood floors. So stretching up, breathe through the stretch. Send your breath to wherever you feel the stretch. And as you release, as you breathe out, you can deepen the stretch just gently by breathing into and sinking more into where you feel the stretch. And now, walk back and let your head hang and reach through. Don't force anything, just allow the weight of gravity to help you gently relax further into the stretches. So again, coming forward, walking out of your forearms. You can then arch your back up as if you're trying to look up at the ceiling or the sky. And breathe through the stretches. Wherever you feel it. Relaxing and deepening into the stretches. And then walking back on your hands, let your head hang, reach through. And now, shifting your stance, come out over one of your knees, and then breathing in, allow your head to come towards your knee, like you're trying to put your nose to your knee. And again, with every exhalation, see if you can deepen a little bit more without ever forcing anything. And then shifting, pivoting on your heel and on both your heels, come around to the other side, breathe in and let your nose come towards your knee. Now, walking back around, let one knee come down. You can curl your toes if you're able to, and then come back, gather from behind you, and extend your arm through as you breathe out. Reaching back, breathe in. It's like you're bringing a ball of water forward and breathing out. And then carefully shift. Bring the other knee down, up on the heel on the other side, stretch back, gather that ball of water, and then release it through the whole body, breathing out. Inhale, twisting, opening, exhale, leading with the shoulder, the arm follows through and releases and breathing out at that point. Coming back, gathering, and forward and releasing. Now, from here, keep that wide stance, breathe in, and gather like a feeling of gathering a big ball of water, and stretching back. Breathing into that stretch, release, let the ball get heavy, of course, and come down, carry you down with it. And then breathe in, it gets light, lifts you up. Maybe back. Relax into the stretch and release, come forward. Then coming up from here, extend up with one arm and stretch to the side. I like to turn the palm away from myself here as I come down, and then the other side comes up and extending over to the side, stretching along your side, the side of your body, breathing into that stretch. And down, we'll do it again. Coming up and extending over. Getting that nice sort of twist by turning the palm away from yourself. And working with balance here, of course, too. You can adjust the width of your stance as you need and and coming back up, keeping your balance. We're going to now turn our hips like we're turning to wipe a table behind us, like the arms are extending out. And we're going to do like 2 turns per side. So turning, big movement, and going behind like that, big movement, turning, looking as far behind as you can. And now just turning the hips, we allow the arms to swing. Simply allowing the arms to be moved by the turning of your body. The arms are free, heavy, and relaxed. And then start coming down and letting the arms go all the way around. Swinging and opening. Breathing through the whole stretch. Hi, from here, shake everything out. You can either bounce without leaving the ground, or you can actually lift up and get some air. Shaking everything out. Release your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your fingers, and release that. Now shaking up high, and release. Widen your stance. We're going to start giving ourselves a self-massage here. So the hands are relaxed, coming down and back up the body. Down the legs, back up the legs, and then to the belly, chest. With a very relaxed feeling in your own hand, giving yourself this massage, coming down your own arm and then back up the outside. Down the inside, back up the outside, and even massaging your own shoulder in the back. Starting with the other side, come down your own arm on the inside and up the outside. And now, tapping your own head with your fingers gently. And maybe, yes, in this time of where this video is being made during the time of the coronavirus, you might not want to tap your own face, but you could tap your face ordinarily. And then you can let yourself hang down, let your head hang, and gently just stretch your own neck, finding different directions. Try straight back, turning gently, and release. Coming up, big breath in. We'll do big circles with the shoulders. Simply releasing your whole arms. Releasing your shoulders, both directions. And on this time now, breathe in, gather, and like a ball of energy sinks down into your belly while you're kind of squeezing from all directions, like you're squeezing a grapefruit from all directions behind your belly button. That feeling of compressing there. And then inhale again. Bring a big ball of energy down. And allow it to compress into your center, your hara, as we say in Japanese and Aikido and other arts, right behind your navel. Now, release your shoulders this way. Big circles, one direction, and then the other. And then one at a time, like you're swimming with just your shoulders. Big motion that you feel well beyond your shoulders, maybe down into your lower back even. Notice where you feel the stretches. Breathe into the stretches. Breathe through the stretches. Now we're going to release the back in a wave-like motion that we can start with just the spine. The head comes forward, the spine undulates from the side, it looks like this. And then you let the arms join into the movement. Breathing through it. See if you can find a wave all the way from your feet, from the ground, all the way through your head. Releasing your back the whole way through. You can adjust the width of your stance as you like, how wide your legs are. And now we're going to start going side to side, release the whole spine all the way up through the neck. And naturally, after a while, the arms want to get involved into this wave. Just enjoy the rooted feeling in the earth so that, as we say, the bottom of your body is full and the top is empty when we're doing arts like Aikido and Tai Chi. Bottom full, top empty. So releasing the upper part of your body from the waist up, letting it be driven by the connected, heavy, rooted feeling of the lower body. And just freeing up your body. And then now we're going to rock forward, opening the front of the body. It's called oceanic breathing. It's a Qigong practice, an energy cultivation practice. We're going to rock back onto our heels, breathe out. Rocking forward, breathing in, and releasing, rocking back. Round your back. You're almost falling forward. You're coming so far forward onto the front of your feet as you open the front of the body. It looks like this for this particular exercise. It's still a stretch. It's a stretch as well as a Qigong. And then you're rocking back, almost falling backwards. You're so much onto your heels. So opening the front of the body as you breathe in. And opening the back of the body as you breathe out. From here, imagine that you can imagine or perhaps start to feel you're holding a ball of energy in front of your center, in front of your belly. Breathe in. We're going to shift and we're going to stretch. Both palms up, extending in both directions at once as you exhale. We're going to inhale to the center. We're going to pivot our feet so that we're aligned now as we lunge forward on the other side. Making sure that that your knee is over your own foot. And then breathing back into the center. You can go as deep as it feels good to you right now. You can deepen the stance if that feels called for now. Breathing out. And then if you overdo it and you make it stuck, you can always walk your feet in a bit and then extend the other way. Inhale, and then exhale, extend. Inhale, exhale, extend. Okay. Now I'd like to share with you a series of wrist stretches that we use. So these are Aikido stretches used in technique. We'll start with Nikkyo. I have one thumb down, one thumb up. I grab the back of my own hand and I grab around all my fingers, including my thumb. And without forcing anything, I rotate my pinky towards my nose, keeping my elbows down, breathing into the stretches. Maybe do it about 5 times. And then shake it out. You'll do these standing so that you can shake and release. Shake them up high and release like you're shaking water off your hands. Breathing in and release. Now, with your other thumb down, grabbing with one thumb up, grabbing around your entire hand 5 times. Breathing into the stretch. Allowing your joints to open, not trying to compress or squeeze them. More like suggesting or even, again, allowing them to open. And then shaking your whole body from the ground up and release. Now, Kotegaeshi, with your palm towards yourself, thumb on your last joint, 3 fingers around your wrist. We're going to twist down the midline. An alternative way to do it is to extend out so that it's like you're almost extending your arms straight out front, but it's a turning out along the midline of your body. You can try both those ways for Kotegaeshi. And then We'll breathe into that and shake it out, like releasing completely, shaking water off your hands. And then looking at your other palm, put your own thumb on the last joint, just below the pinky and ring finger. Wrap 3 fingers around the wrist, like this, and spiral straight down. Or turn out like this. And shake that out. From the ground up, and release. Next we'll do Sankhya. So your palm is turned away from yourself. You come with the other thumb between your hand and yourself, your hand and the rest of your body. You come down and grab, and you twist out, starting with the fingers, working your way up the hand, and maybe even, I like to go up the forearm pretty far as well, and then back down, creating this nice stretch through my wrist and even into my forearm, like this. And then shake that out, and release. And then the other side, coming down and turning my own hand and arm out. Again, just suggesting and allowing an opening, not trying to force or overdo the stretch on yourself. Allow the stretch to occur. And then from here, with that same contact, we're going to spiral upwards. So it's the feeling of spiraling up and towards beyond my shoulder, lifting and twisting up. And switch to the other side again, and lift and twist up. So again, I'm like this, lifting and twisting up. And shake that out. Like you're sending your breath into the wrist or wherever you have felt the stretching, and your hands almost become like rubber in this, they're so relaxed, and release. All right, now let's do a sequence from the ground with our legs stretched out. First, we'll keep our back straight, breathe in, and like we're being drawn forward, pulling ourselves forward along a rope, and breathing out. Coming back. So now, with our legs more open, we will have that same feeling of being drawn forward with our backs as straight as possible, and breathing into the stretches wherever we feel them. And you can have that feeling of being able to sort of pull yourself forward a little more on an invisible rope that's right in front of you, or as if somebody was grabbing your wrist and gently drawing you forward. Coming back up from that, we'll imagine that we're stretching a big ball of energy. So one hand goes towards each ankle, and extending out and over. Then that ball comes back together like this, and then turns. It's almost like turning a ball and then extending towards both of your ankles. Breathe into the stretch, and then on the exhale, see if you can relax a little bit further, like we've been saying. And now, extending, we're gonna make big circles. We'll go one way, and then the other. And then we'll do it like a heart. So we extend, come in, extend, and come back. So. Okay, bring your legs together here. We'll do a back twisting stretch. So lay down, put your arms out, one leg comes up, it goes out to the side, grab your own knee, keep your shoulder blades down as much as possible, and turn and look at your outstretched arm, and breathe into the stretches, and see if you can relax further into them. Then release that. The other leg comes up, out to the side. And come up. And often with this kind of sequence of stretches, I like to end with a little bit of ukemi practice. I've made other videos, one about panda rolls and one about small forward and backwards rolls. Those can be combined into sort of the stretching sequence. And then I'm going to make another video with more conditioning exercises, things to get a little bit more heart rate up while doing Aikido related solo movements. So you can also follow the stretching video with that one if you want to continue the workout beyond the stretching phase. But let's also do some ukemi, forward rolls, back rolls, and panda rolls in whatever combination you like. So you can basically start doing panda rolls, and then you can shift if you have the space and just do small forward rolls, back rolls. You can go in different directions depending on, again, the space you're working in. You can switch from panda rolls to forward rolls, back rolls, and you can also add one more thing. You can do this one where you reach through, like you're a cat, you reach through the doorway, and then your legs come slowly down in front. So this one looks like cat position, like look at the line on the mat. I'm gonna roll along the crack in the mats here so you can see the straight line. I reach through, I touch, and then it's foot, foot, hand. It's kind of like a panda roll combined with a small cat roll. So from the other side, I reach, in this case, my left arm through till my shoulder comes down, and then I go hand, foot, foot, hand, and I can even continue that with that forward stretch we were doing earlier. You can do that as part of this last part of the stretching sequence here, reaching through, hand, foot, foot, hand, and then stretching forward. And again, combining that with also just backwards rolls, regular cat rolls at different angles on your yoga mat, your carpet, your grass, wherever you're working on these at home. And then when we're back in the dojo together, we'll do them as well. So, hi y'all, thank you for practicing with me. If you have suggestions for further videos, please email me at nolaaikido@gmail.com, and I look forward to more practice with you soon. Domo, arigatou gozaimashita.